All right. Well, thank you so much for being on Scream Freaks. Usually, I open up the show with like a really cheesy joke, and I usually do everything with all audio. But I think this time I'm going to go ahead and put the actual video up on YouTube this time.
Oh,
So,
well, thank you.
so your movie Ratchet. I watched it and I went into it completely and totally not knowing what to expect. One thing I do have to say, I absolutely loved the use of practical effects that you guys used in this movie. The practical effects over CGI, top notch. So, you want to, explain a little bit, about your thought process going into writing this movie? I mean, have you written a horror movie before or?
No, no. Originally, it was supposed to be. Originally, it was a like a comedy. Like we were originally thinking about. We were thinking about having like a kind of like a Naked Gun type of comedy horror type of
Okay.
thing. That was originally what we had. It was going to be the one of the police. The police chief was going to be named Chief. What was it, Chief Keef? So we originally had it as a comedy. That's why you still see it still got a lot of comedy in it.
It does.
But while we were writing it, it became, what you can have an idea, but once you start writing, it's kind of like the movie kind of takes it kind of writes itself in a way, and it'll if it goes away, if the pen goes away from comedy, it just goes away from it, and we don't get in the way of that. But
Okay.
it really the driving force was we wanted to kind of make fun of ratchet culture. That was really the driving force behind it. Like make fun of
Okay.
ratchet culture. You know,
To me, it almost felt like the movie The Crow. You had an
right,
avenging,
right, right, right.
force coming back and only attaching the Ratchet people. So I was like, all right, yeah, I picked up on that. That was good. But you know, um the whole premise behind it was very well thought. I mean, like I said, I went into it not knowing what to expect, and I mean, and any of my listeners or viewers now, please go check this movie out. This is an amazing movie. You're gonna love it.
It's a funny thing about it too. I have to mention this because a lot of people when we put the trailer up and when we started marketing the film, a lot of people didn't know that and they still don't know that it's actually that we're making fun, kind in a slight way, making fun of ratchet culture. They actually think that the movie is like promoting ratchet culture from looking at the trailer. From
Right.
looking at, we have two trailers, and one of them, the one that we push the most, it a lot of people aren't understanding from the trailer that is actually making fun of ratchet culture. So the very people that we're on the side of, they're the ones that's kind of knocking it. They're like their attitude is nobody want to watch this ratchet. They think that the movie is ratchet. They don't realize that we're actually on their side. It's like, no, we feel the same way. That's actually why we made the movie.
I-
But although in the trailer, it's saying it actually has in the trailer the guy it stops and it says he's sick of them. Like the killer is saying it says that we don't know how people missed it. It's like the whole thing is about him getting rid of ratchet people,
right.
not helping them along,
Well,
but that got
yeah,
lost in some people.
that's exactly what I was going to say. It definitely outlines, that it's going after all of the Ratchet, people that were involved in the death of this girl. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm picking up on that. And
Yeah.
I will tell you this much: it was definitely very Atlanta-esque. So I mean, you could tell that it was in Atlanta.
Yeah, as it became a background. We didn't do that with that in mind like that. We wanted to have a city feel to it,
Yeah,
but a lot of the people that are seeing it, they feel the city in it. They feel
yeah,
Atlanta. was like, well, I guess my brother and I were just we were picking our locations and wanted it to have a city feel to it, but it's good that people are feeling the city like that because it's definitely built around something that's happening in the city of Atlanta,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
in the hip hop field. So it
Yep.
was like that was kind of like a plus because it wasn't really intentional like that for people to feel Atlanta, but they did. So that worked out.
So both of y'all were you directed this, correct? Both y'all together and produced it, right?
Right, right.
Okay, and y'all both wrote the movie together as well. How long did it actually take you? I mean, from conception to completion, how long did it take to do this movie?
Well, I wrote the first draft. That took about the first draft took about probably about 3 weeks to a month, maybe.
Okay,
Um, and then I dished it off to my brother, and then he said, "Well, this is probably gonna, from a budget standpoint, this probably isn't gonna work. We probably need to sell it down a little bit, simplify it." So he took it, and then well, then I think I simplified it, then gave it back to him. Then he took things out, put things in. So it started to become more and more 50-50. And then by the end, it was just a collaboration with it. As far as the filming, we probably did probably about I would say 20, I would say 30 days worth of filming.
oh wow, okay.
It was spotted around, you Yeah, it
Mm,
know.
was spotted around. It wasn't if we were a big budget studio and we had the option in the if we were able to just go and just do everything like right just in one shot, then I would imagine it probably would have taken us with the filming probably maybe 20 days, something like that.
okay,
Filming, the
Yeah, just
filming
just
about
of the filming. But I think the script, I don't know how long that took. That probably took like 3 months, something like that, maybe.
and then of
yeah, we
course,
were able to do it 3 months, and we were able to do everything with about a $65,000 budget.
wow,
Since my brother and I do carry most of the legwork, besides the music by Joel Stephen,
okay,
um, and the coloring, the color grading, and things like that. Uh, we're able to, since we're self-contained, we're able to keep it under $65,000. That's with the practical effects and everything that you
wow,
like.
okay. Now, I mean, was there a reason why you went with the practical effects over CGI, or was it just something that, has been ingrained in you that, because I know me personally, I prefer practical effects over CGI, but I just wanted to know what y'all's process going into that was.
That just seems like just more. Um, I just like the idea of it being real, and just
Okay.
feeling real. Now, if we had to do something, if there was something that we had in our heads and we were trying to do it and we couldn't accomplish it with practical, then we would probably move over and see, maybe try to incorporate a little bit of special effects. But with these kills, we didn't have to do that.
Right.
We just wanna stay. We kind of prefer to stay away from the the CGI and everything. Like now, everything seems to be, you can get things to look so real now. I think it's a lot of respect that goes into someone that says, you know what? Now let's see if we can do this without the help of computers.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also
And a lot of people that interviewed us, they're no, they're pointing that out, and yeah, I think it just gives a much better feel.
and shout out to Midian Crosby.
Median.
That's our
Okay.
practical effects. She's the lead practical effects woman on it. Midian Crosby for Monster Median, Monster Effects. Is it Monster Median Effects? I think it's Monster Median
Okay.
Effects. So shout out to her.
Now I will tell you. I mean, you definitely shout out to her because I mean the practical effects. It just it it made it so much more intense whenever you those kill scenes and stuff. I mean, it just
Mhm.
it they looked real. So I mean, it made it feel authentic.
Yeah,
You know, and I will, kind of laugh about whenever, the killer used the hatchet and that girl's wig came off with it. I was rolling. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so hilarious.
We didn't
yeah,
we didn't really plan.
on that, the thing what happened was after the girl was killed, we were at the masquerade. That's a real big that's a big deal here in Atlanta, the underground Atlanta. It's like a place where rock bands come to play and things like that, an
Oh yeah.
underground uh club type, a big club or whatever. And we filmed, and that was the very last thing that we shot was her getting killed.
Right.
We couldn't get her back. And we had botched the shot. The shot
Oh,
did the blood and everything didn't come out the right way. So we were trying to get her back, and we felt like we didn't give, we wouldn't, if we put it out the way that it was, we wouldn't be giving the horror fans the gore that they really wanted. So
right.
we thought about it. We were trying to figure out different ways to make it more bloody because we didn't get the blood shot that we wanted because they were kicking us out of there. Uh, we said, hey, we never killed the boyfriend. So how about we just have him come around, the corner and his face gonna be bloody, so we don't even have to use this. It
Right.
could be, and we can take our time with it, So that's why you get to now at this point, we're able to give people two kills
Yeah. Yep.
instead of one. And we
Absolutely.
were able to add the wig thing because we were
Okay.
like, okay, so what are we gonna use to kill the boyfriend with? We were thinking, well, we could take a fire extinguisher off of the wall. We could
Right.
do that. You could probably pick something up, a brick or something that's holding the door open off of the ground. But say, well, it'd be funny if he took the butcher knife out of her head.
Right.
Oh, what'd be even funnier than that? If the wig came off with it. I mean, so it works with the Ratchet concept. All of it worked together.
It totally embodied it.
Right. So that was like sometimes something doesn't work out. It's like when Jaws didn't work,
Yeah.
and instead of they shot it all mostly without seeing the shark, and it actually worked out better. So this is one of those situations where a mishap or something that didn't work out ended up working out for the better.
And
Mhm.
and another thing I'm going to say too is that the music. So I'm really big on music as well. I mean, it has to have a look and a feel, and it has to make the movie authentic. And I did feel that with the music that y'all had and like the way that some of the scenes were filmed. It brought that next level of intensity in my mind, just kind of like some of the older classic horror movies that I remember watching. It was always that music that made me just, cover up my eyes, and I knew something was coming. So, you
Well,
know,
we have to thank Joel again for that. And Joel
Joel,
is the
I was just looking at the it's Joel and Paul as well. Paul Grove, Paul M. Grove, and Joel in control of
Joel
that.
Steven. Yeah, he's actually in the movie too. Uh,
oh, okay.
Joel, he's the white guy sitting down there looking at the stripper.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
That's
Yep.
that's Joel. But one thing we understood is that a lot of people, especially on the low budget end, they'll take and they get stock music, and and they'll fly the music in, and it just doesn't fit because you're taking some music from someone else, and then another scene comes, and then you take music from someone else, and it's like it doesn't blend well because you're using different producers first of all for the music, different
Right.
instruments and different things like that, and it's not custom to the actual scene, but Joel made it custom for the feel for the specific scene, and you can tell that it's real.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, and props to Joel too, because I mean, like I said, it's it it's the practical effects, the music, and, the story writing, just everything behind it. I got to give you guys just 110%, applause for the overall package of this movie. Now, the other night, I sent you guys a message, and I think it was kind of lost in translation. But this is whenever I was watching the movie, and I said that I wanted the Fanta with the chips.
Yeah.
That was the psychic. Oh my gosh, man, the psychic with his his complaining because he didn't get his sandwich, or she got his sandwich but forgot the chips.
Rodney Perry.
Rodney Perry, yeah. Rodney Perry, veteran comedian. He was in Coming to America 2. He was in
He
Medea's family.
was.
He was in Medea's one of the Tyler
Big
Perry
Happy
movies.
Family, Big Happy Family. He was also the co-host of the Monique Show with Monique. So
Really?
he's a well-known comedian. So we've worked with him in the past with our another show that we had called The Urbans with Donnell Rollins, Clifton Powell, Rodney Perry was in it, Bernadette Standis. We already worked with him, and
Okay.
so we needed somebody that was going to be a real expert that helps sell that, and he gives that comic relief part in it. If you notice, he comes in right when you kind of like need that comic relief. And so him along with Monique Andres is another great actress, and our lead, we got to give a lot of credit to our lead, Christina Karras,
She was
who's a
fantastic.
regular on Law and Order. She played opposite Don Cheadle in the Miles Davis story. We needed somebody that was going to really be able to sell it because, as you can see, as you saw, it's a lot of it's there are a lot of things that's going to require somebody that really knows how to act to kind of sell a lot of the stuff that was going on in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, so you played Kenneth.
Hmm.
So did you want to play that role, or was that something that you couldn't find the right person for it, or was that something that was written specifically for you?
We didn't want to pay anybody else to do it.
Right.
Already had enough.
Yeah. I'm in the our other show, The Urbans, which is a comedy show. I'm the main character in that. But
Okay.
uh in this movie I didn't really we wanted to put me in there, but not a main person.
Okay.
Um so I because I did a lot of the cinematography with my brother, and we were able to get a lot of stuff out of the way because oh, Ratchet coming. We were able to get a lot of we were able to get a lot of stuff out of the way because I didn't have to concentrate on a lot of acting,
Gotcha.
So it freed me up. And we do all of the sound, we do the editing, we do the lighting. We really have no crew. It's
Okay.
only every now and then someone might walk with the fog machine or something like that, but we have a makeup artist, but outside of that, my brother and I do the sound, the set design, and everything. So
Wow.
freeing me up was very important. It allowed us to get things done a lot faster.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I was surprised whenever, like I said, I went through the IMDb and I was like, wait, oh my gosh, that is Kenneth. This I was like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I didn't even realize. But yeah, I mean, so like I said, the movie is very avenging spirit feel to it. A little bit more over the top than The Crow because I mean, there's a lot of gore behind it, and there's a lot of comedy behind it, which I really do appreciate that. I'm a huge horror fan, and I'm a huge comedy fan. So a lot those aspects are very important to me whenever I do these reviews. So
Uh,
and the reason why I touched on the whole practical versus CGI thing is because we just did a couple of reviews on two horror movie classics. We had the American Werewolf in London and then American
oh,
Werewolf in Paris. One of them was practical effects, one of them was CGI. One of them was way better than the other.
Let me guess.
American American
Let me
American
guess.
Werewolf in London.
I've seen both of them. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Clear
Yeah, that was one of
differences.
our favorites growing up, American Werewolf in London. Now, so I'm assuming that one was the
Oh, of course. That was
yeah,
practical. They didn't even I don't even know if they had the CGI back then, but all
uh-uh.
of those
Not in the Paris one they didn't. I
in the
don't
No.
think.
Paris
No, in the
they
Paris one they did.
right.
Yeah.
In London, I don't think they had.
No, they
They
I
did
didn't.
don't know
not.
much about. I don't think they did, but love that film growing up.
But that was another movie that was horror with a mix with a lot of comedy, and
Right.
that's I love that one as well. But and we just had this debate on the last show because like I said, it was a CGI versus practical effects, and I completely and totally I don't think I talked about the story on that episode because I was so wrapped up in the effects part of everything. But so Now I'm going to ask another question too. So the rapper that's in the group or in the movie. Now, does he actually like? Is he a real rapper? I mean, I saw his name, in the
Oh yeah,
IMDb.
YP the Don.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's that's what made it. He was really that guy.
Okay.
Uh, so he's out of Savannah, Georgia.
Dean
And when
Ron. Dean Ron is
Yeah,
playing
Ron. Yep.
YP. Dean Ron is being played by YP the Don, an actual artist out of Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
and
look
as
him up.
soon as he
I think he just dropped some material as well. So if you look up YP the Don and Google it, he has some stuff out there for anybody that's interested. And the music that's playing throughout it is kind of like the theme of the film.
Okay.
Um, and
you're talking
that's
about his
actually
rapping, his rap track is what you're talking about.
and that's actually him rapping that in the song that's playing the rap songs in it. That's
Right.
actually his.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Yeah,
You know
he
that.
was a it was a blessing having him because when we did the casting call, we had a it was a big it was a, we had a lot of people at the casting call, and um it was two characters that we were really concerned about, which was the lead, which was Christina. So we had her before we did the casting call, so we were kind of like, okay, we don't have to worry about her.
Right.
But the second person was going to be the her client, played by YP the Don. It's like if we couldn't get a rapper or a person that could play that character that has to have the look, the feel, the swag, and everything, we knew we were going to kind of run into some problems. But I mean, he came in. As soon as he came in, I was like, "That's the dude right there." Now, if he can act just a little bit, I can, if he could just act, he don't have to be great, but if he can act a little bit, my brother and I have some tricks to whereas, okay, we can take the camera off him in certain times, but I knew right away that this is the look that I wanted, and he surprised me, and I didn't even say anything when I showed my brother. I showed my brother, and I didn't say anything like, I think I found somebody. I just showed him, and my brother perked up, like, who is that? Like, yeah, we got our guy. And the good thing about it is that he's so professional. He was willing to drive from Savannah back and forth. I mean, just on the drop of a
Wow.
dime. And his dedication was like, uh, he made things so much better. He was so dedicated to it that it was just one of those things that we just got lucky with him.
That's awesome. Sometimes,
Yeah,
I mean, especially whenever the pieces all fit together, I mean, it definitely makes for more of a conducive work environment, especially whenever
right.
you don't have much direction to give to them.
Yeah.
So now, is there going, I mean, I saw at the very end, I'm not going to spoil it. Now, is there going to be a Ratchet too?
Well, it's looking like it because he did get up. Like I said,
I
it
wasn't
looked
going to
like
spoil it, man.
he might have fell back. He might have fell back down, but it looks like he got up. So I think that if he got back up, he's probably gonna go kill some more people.
Yeah,
And
probably.
so, and we probably want to get that on film.
Okay.
So uh so I think this time we want to really go with the theatrical release, the bigger budget theatrical this time. People are really receptive to what we have. They love the concept, they love the look. So this is like creating a foundation that people can see the concept of it. It's the best proof of concept you can have to have a full-length movie and they can see all of the layers of it. It's about the best proof of concept that we could give. So this time we want to take it to another level, go theatrical first. So I think that I think that a part two is very possible. It's looking like it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for it. I mean, and if it goes to the theater, believe me, I'll be the first one right there in the middle.
Mm. Well, we want to come back on and talk about it if he hit the theaters.
Oh, absolutely. You guys have my information. I got your information. As soon as I see it drop on the theaters, I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys."
I might hit you first. I don't know. We want to go theatrical this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Now, I mean, is there a timeline for this, or I mean, you guys still getting some of the fine details in place?
Well,
Um,
we're actually brainstorming right now. We have a show that's coming out in April. It's the Wolf of Walnut Street, and we're re-releasing that. So that's going to take up a little bit of our time for the summer and for April and the summer. But right now we're getting the concepts together because if we do Ratchet, it'll probably be like 2 years before it comes out, maybe 3 years, because we
Okay.
really want to do this one like really a bigger budget. It's got to be the rollout has got to be crazy on it. So
Right.
we're not rushing it, but we're rushing it.
Okay.
We at that stage, you're talking about bringing in investors, and it's a whole different thing as opposed to having something released to Amazon Prime
Right.
and AVOD. I mean, now you're talking about big dollars and theaters and
Right.
PR rollout. That's a whole different thing. So we're taking our time with that.
With this one, are you going to be doing a uh your the crew? I mean, are you going to have more
Oh
of a
yeah,
crew? I mean, okay.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I can hold a microphone like nobody's business. I mean, check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do that. There's so much work that my brother and I put in. I mean, even if it's a skeleton crew, we don't want to have to hold
Absolutely.
everything. Not saying we have a big crew, because I don't think we need a big crew. I mean, you can film a movie without a crazy amount of people.
five to seven would be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll work for double cheeseburgers. That's fine.
You're probably gonna have to because we're not gonna have a lot of money with it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for, like I said, for working with me on, having to, a couple of things, being thrown in the process. I know this was supposed to happen Saturday, but thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for being on the show. I'm looking forward to part two. Everybody that is watching, listening, whatever, go watch Ratchet. You're gonna love it. I mean, it's definitely a movie to be reckoned with. So so like I said, thank you so much for being on the show, guys.
Oh, appreciate it,
Oh
and
yes.
make sure you you follow us on Green Company Pictures is our IG handle. Ratchet Movie Official is also our IG handle. Ratchetmovie.com. That's going to be up and running with the merchandise and everything. And for the next year or so, we're going to be really out there pushing it and just building everything up for Ratchet 2. Uh,
Nice.
so we'll be out there. So it's not like you're gonna be we're just gonna be dead while it's happening. We're gonna be out there going to all of the places and so we really appreciate it.
Okay.
And we're gonna have some of the merch up. We this is the Ratchet or one of the Ratchet shirts that we have made. So
I'm gonna have to
when
get one.
when we have everything together, we're gonna have the merch for everyone. So um, yeah, we really appreciate you taking the time out and
Absolutely,
giving
guys.
us an opportunity to talk about this, and we look forward to the next one.
It was like I said, it was a very fun movie, and it was like I said, it's got its horror, it's got its comedy, and anybody that's gonna watch this movie, you're gonna love it. You're gonna thank me. So,
Tubi,
guys,
Amazon too. Tubi, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Google Play.
yep,
Awesome.
Gotta tell you where it is.
I caught it on Tubi.
There you go. Yeah.
There's a lot of commercials on Tubi, guys. I just wanted to let you know if you want to watch it all the way through without any commercials, go to Amazon Prime.
Do either one.
Right.
We get a little bit either way, but we appreciate it.
Awesome, guys. I'll see you guys later, and looking forward to the second one, and looking forward to talking to y'all next time.
All right.
Sounds good, man. You
All
take
right,
care.
y'all. Have a good
All
one.
right. You
All
too.
right.